financially speaking, it's barely worth it.
Yeah, I know.
It's even that. Okay?
Yeah.
I never did it for money, so that never mattered. So that's why I'm saying, for me, even if I knew that there was never going to be money, I would never have made the decision not to do it. So it makes no difference. I already knew. I had in my mind realized many years ago, like I said in the song "On Fire," I realized the cost.
Really?
Okay. A time ago, I knew. Why did my parents flip out? That I was wanting to become a musician, because they knew I wasn't going to make money.
Yeah,
they were trying to do everything they could to persuade me out of it. That is happening. I'm no millionaire, nowhere near it. And I could venture to say that I'm not doing really any better than when I had a job. But the difference is, and the biggest difference, and the most gratifying difference, I don't have to have a job. My job is Anvil.
Right.
And that's the biggest winning part of all of this. It's not that I'm making millions of dollars, that I'm making a living and surviving from Anvil. That's super success.
That is. And
to wish that I became a millionaire from it, it's a pipe dream.
Especially with the market.
Very few ever do. They talk about the big four. I would venture to say that of the least of the biggest in Anthrax, they're not living in mansions, okay? More than likely not. Maybe the guys in Metallica are, but probably not the guys in Anthrax, and then everybody else underneath that. So, having said that, you're not doing this for money. I never did it for money, and even if somebody had told me 40 years ago, Lips, you're never going to make money in the music business, I probably wouldn't have cared. So, when I would say that to a young kid, I don't know that I'd be doing him any favor by telling him, you're not making any money. You're never going to make money, and more than likely, you'll die broke.
It's the sad way.
A lot of people like to hear those kind of facts. Yeah. So what would be the point in saying it? If it's in your heart and you want to do music, be prepared to do it for the sake of the music and not for the paycheck.
For the love of the game.
That's right. You make your money anywhere and everywhere else, but don't depend on your music to ever bring you money, and you'll have longevity and probably success. But staying true to myself, that I wouldn't stab myself in the back by becoming a commercial commodity or selling out, I'll never do it. It won't happen. Not what I'm about.
That's good.
Well, it's very pure. That's what the biggest difference between. I can't tell you how many people all along the way going, why don't you change your music so you can get on the radio? How many people have said that to me in the last 35 years? Couldn't even begin to count.
Well, I'm glad you never listened to them.
Well, it's not a question of listening. I do what I do, and the way I do it, that's it. I'm not going to try to preordain what something is going to be. Music should come natural from the soul. And people can tell the difference when it doesn't. So what's the point? And once you create a hit single, then how are you going to ever do it again? If it doesn't come natural and from the heart, it's a waste of time. And I'm not in any position to be going to buy hit singles from songwriters like Desmond Child. I'm not going to do Lick It Up or Hit Me With Your Best Shot.
Tour dates for 2012, you're doing Brazil, the Metal Open Air Festival. Then you're going to Germany, the Keep It True Festival. Then you come back all the way from Germany to Baltimore to do the Death Festival there. That's
right.
And the Maryland Death Festival, and then you head off to Sweden again. You're going to be all over the place. And
we haven't even. I don't even know. We may be going to Japan Japan and Taiwan. There's all kinds of stuff that's getting filled in. Those gigs are all like weeks apart, so there's all kinds of stuff that's getting thrown in anyway. So no, we haven't sat still for 4 or 5 years now. I mean, really, it's once the movie came out in 2008, we haven't stopped. Been non-stop touring, recording, more touring, and non-stop. Pure unadulterated fun.
So great, and you're going to be doing more dates. Hopefully Japan loves you there. You know, from what we hear, all of Europe is very receptive to Anvil.
And have been for years. I mean, that's the stronghold. That's why we've had so many recordings, because we've done well in Europe.
Right.
So
the
newest thing is that it's happening in the United States. That's a real big deal.
It is. It's a big market.
All the other bands, and I mean all the other bands, are very, very either envious or very, very, I suppose, very congratulative. Either you're going to congratulate me or you're going to hate me because I did something you couldn't do. You know, so we got a lot of the both, and it's kind of cool.
It is. It's really awesome. So how many albums have you guys released in all your years?
Well, we've done 14 studio albums.
Right.
There's 2 best ofs. Mm-hmm. There's compilation CDs that we've been included in. There's a live album. I don't know, there must be close to 20 releases.
More information on the band can be seen at anvilmetal.com. That's ANVILMETAL.com. Okay.
All I know is we have a very, very ambitious agent that's booking us everywhere all over the States. And I couldn't be happier about that. Artists Worldwide is doing an incredible job. And our management, Rick Sales, is terrific people that have been keeping us working. We're really, really, this is living the dream, 100% now.
Awesome.
And we're so grateful to America for embracing our band and letting us come to their country and entertain them. It's a lifelong dream come true, and we couldn't be more fulfilled and gratified at this point in our lives.
Excellent. Is there anything you'd care to shout out or say to your fans before we leave?
Well, we really look forward to having a good time at whatever gig we might see you at, and we come out and meet everybody. We'll come and shake my hand, come and say hello. That's all I can say.